Shinwa USA faced its next 20 years, along with our company motto, pioneer new products, pioneer new demand, pioneer new needs. The Shinwa three pioneering spirits, we strive with our all-out effort to grow steadily, so satisfy your expectations. I humbly request your continued guidance, enlightenment, and encouragement. Our company name, Shinwa. Shin means move or wa means harmony. Together with you, we would like to move forward with harmony. Thank you very much.
At this time, we would like, okay. At this time, we would like to request Mr. Sudo to please come and speak to us. We are very honored. Thank you, Mr. Sudo.
Thank you, Rishi. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Toyota Motor Engineering and Manufacturing in North America, I would like to thank you for inviting me here today. I am honored to participate in Shinwa 20-year anniversary event. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge Mr. Shimokawa, President of Shinwa Japan, and other executives. Toyota is thankful for our partnership with Shinwa. Our relationship is built on a long and solid foundation. Toyota and Shinwa have been partners for almost 50 years. It is because of your commitment to success that we are here today to celebrate your 20 years in North America. For 20 years, Toyota has depended on strong, reliable suppliers like Shinwa to contribute to Toyota growth in North America. You have been instrumental in your support of Toyota new project, especially a new plant startup preparations. Shinwa has successfully been able to coordinate, unify the team of suppliers to work together to obtain and install equipment and product into Toyota's plants. Not only has Shinwa been effective with communication to the supply chain, they have also bridged communication well to Toyota, especially the production engineering team. You should be proud of your accomplishment. As a neighbor to Shinwa, Toyota also recognizes Shinwa's contribution to the community. Overall, the dedication and commitment that your team members have demonstrated over the past 20 years are the key to your success. I look forward to continuing on strong, long-standing relationship with Shinwa for many years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sudo. It meant a lot to us. At this time, we would like to request Mr. Okamoto to come do a toast, and then dinner will be served. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Before making toast, we will be talking about relationship with Shinwa, the long histories. Because my background is the body engineering department at Toyota TMC. So since I joined Toyota, I had a long relationship with Shinwa. But my first relationship with the Shinwa USA started when I was one of the coordinators at the body shop at Numi. You know, Numi was, for Toyota, it's the first biggest production plant in the United States. So we had to overcome the various barriers at that time. They had no ideas. How can I get the tool? How can I get the material? How can I get the machines? So always we were struggling. And especially in spare parts areas, even after 2 or 3 years in the warehouse, we had a lot of unnecessary spare parts. On the other hand, we suffer from lack of necessary parts at the same time. So we have to find out very dependable, reliable vendors for spare parts. At that time, in 1987, I think, in January, I met Joe Masuda. First time when I met Joe Masuda, he didn't look like dependable or reliable. But he was different from his appearance. Yes. He was a very dependable, reliable person. And also soon, he got a very good partner. So, when I make this speech, I was really looking for what kind of appropriate word I can express his characters. And finally, I found in the dictionary, righteous indignation. In Japanese, we call it the gihun. He's a man of righteous indignation because his blood always boiled with righteous indignation. Sometimes his attitude is not too straight. It caused a lot of conflict and argument, even with Toyota, right? But still, always his righteousness wins always. That he got dependent and also reliabilities. And also, not only the business relationship, also I had a good friendship with Joe and Nancy, drinking and eating and playing golf. But sometimes this friendship caused problems. Because when I was in Japan, and at that time I was AGM or general manager, I forgot, I had a business trip with Mr. Shiramizu. He was my former boss and former executive vice president of TMC. I had a business trip with him and arrived at the Cincinnati airport. And we are welcomed by Joe and Nancy. But when Nancy found me, she gave me a big hug in front of everyone. But for Mr. Shiramizu, she shook hands. Mr. Shiramizu was very frustrated. Why only for you? She made a big hug. During such a business trip for 1 week, he always expressed his uncomfortable attitude. Bad memory. Anyway, it's a time to make a toast. I hope the prosperity of Shinwa and also for a good partnership for next 20 years and forever make a toast. 乾杯!
I was talking with Gene Tabor while he was trying to eat his lunch, his dinner, and there's an analogy. Currently, according to the Center for Disease Control, 1 in 165 of our children are being diagnosed with autism every day. Now, if 165 men or 165 women took a flu shot, and the 165th had Alzheimer's, or they had dementia, that shot would be taken off the market. There would be a hue and cry, and we would find out what caused it, and we would find a cure for it. Right now, 1 in 165 of our children are being diagnosed every day with autism, and nobody knows the cause, and nobody knows the cure. And what will work for one family, maybe it's taking your child off milk. Maybe it's taking your child off glutens. Maybe it's taking your child off preservatives. Maybe it's working with him one-on-one for 50 or 60 hours a day. But there is not one cure. There is no cure, but there's not one thing that will work for all children. So we don't know the cause and we don't know the cure. But what we're asking is for businessmen and leaders of the community like you to support us in helping find a cure for autism. And without any arm twisting whatsoever, my oldest friend, Phil Clark, decided that he also wanted to contribute to our function. Well, unfortunately, they are incredibly busy, but they sent a very good representative. For the Department for Aging and Independent Living, Deborah Anderson.
Good evening. On behalf of Governor Brashear, I'm very pleased to be here tonight. Autism has a very special place in my heart. I've worked in mental health and mental retardation for over 20 years. Which is amazing since I'm 29. But we'll go with that, okay? There is a piece of legislation that has been proposed in Frankfurt right now. It's a piece of legislation by Representative Scott Brinkman, who is a parent of a child with autism. And that legislation would create an Office of Autism Spectrum Services, and that would be located within our department. And so we strongly are encouraging. It's very fascinating. The way it works in Frankfurt is a simple phone call. If a legislator gets 4 phone calls, that's a mass amount of phone calls. And so every call that you can make to your legislators and tell them to pass the autism bill, the better off we're going to be, because currently in Frankfurt, in the state, we really don't have good services for children with autism or adults with autism. And as this continues to rise, we've got to really get serious and start providing the appropriate services for these families and children. So thank you very much. And again, call your legislators and tell them to pass the autism bill. Thank you.
Now, I heard a rumor. Now, this isn't a rumor. This actually happened. One time a fire marshal was coming through our office to inspect our exit signs and our fire extinguishers, and we were in a meeting, and somebody had accidentally put a cigarette in a trash can, and the trash can was on fire. But we are not naming any names. So If it's good enough for King Solomon, it's good enough to us. We cut it in two. So at this point, I'd like to ask Joe Masuda and Mauro Marmoto to come forward. We have asked a couple of our close friends to make a few very, very, very positive remarks about Shinhwa USA. And we would like to start with Mr. Sakia, Senior Vice President.
Nancy, thank you. Anyway, invite. Good opportunity for me. Thank you very much. I'm thinking just now, Okamoto-san's comment. Shinhwa company's spare parts. Which equipment is existing spare parts? I have never seen of these parts. Probably zero movement of a spare part. Anyway, always I and Shinhwa USA, every Friday is a story. Up to 5:30. Up to 5:30 is Susan, don't misunderstand. Toyota's all dedication. After 5:30 is Friday. Is a private. And then I'm very close to the labo teamers. Your next door is a teamer.
Yes.
If outside was smoking, still Joe's car uses. I'm already gone. Timing is not so good. After that, I will go to the Shinhwa door. Shinhwa some 4 years ago. 2 years ago, start of my second business of correct? Second business, not first business. First business at Toyota. Second business started. Next business. I always close, lock. This is not welcome for me. Because always first come. Because US Shinhwa some folks always open the door. Looks like Mr. Sekia welcome again. Not business, second business. However, I'm no, this is very not so sure. Okay. When I compare Toyota's business floor, Shinhwa business floor, big difference. Because of I'm motivation viewpoint. Right? Motivation viewpoint. You are. Okay? Similarly, too much overtime PE. Also Shinhwa. Hard work. However, face is different. Shinhwa's focus over very some female side, male side. More excited. Laughing. Toyota's PE. Because of next year's annual portion of SUSAC, not only customer satisfaction, employee satisfaction, don't forget. But important. So next year's portion probably include, I don't know, CSD. Anyway. Customer satisfaction and also ESG, both important. And I'd like to explain the different discrepancy between Toyota shop floor face or motivation or atmosphere But similarly, more very heavy workload under the circumstance, still Shinwa US is laughing. And also some I'm watching very observation eyes very severe, not so sweet. Sudo-san's greetings include our Toyota and Shinwa's partnership is very important. Under the circumstance, tonight, I'd like to say Shinwa USA, all folks, members, support for us. Also, especially Joe and Nancy's very strong support for Toyota's business support. Thank you very much. Not the finish of third business. Please, everyone, by hand. So, because of this year is okay, like this, huh? Beijing Olympic year. USA is like that. No. Nippon, cha-cha-cha. Nippon, cha-cha-cha. How to join? Okay? This is how to harmonize because